Hello everyone. Today I bring you news that many had suspected but now seems to be confirmed. Can Yaman is selling the villa he bought for Sarah Bluma on the outskirts of Rome. That house, modern and surrounded by pine trees with a pool and large windows that reflected the Italian sky, was for a time the symbol of their love. But now, it seems empty, as if the love had also disappeared. His black car is no longer seen in the area. Some neighbors have noticed brief visits from an elegant man carrying a folder. They even say that a famous real estate agent was spotted at the property. And while there are no official statements, silence speaks louder than 1,000 words. That villa, which can once described as his most sincere gift, is now being stripped of its last traces of emotion. The walls decorated by Sarah, the furniture designed to her taste, the garden she personally tended, all of that now seems part of a chapter that has ended. A source close to the actor was clear. There's no point maintaining a house where no one embraces anymore. Harsh words, but ones that capture the atmosphere perfectly. The truth is, the Khan who once built a love nest is now someone else. Perhaps more distant, more determined to heal his wounds. Italian media are already speculating about the price. They mention figures in the millions. But what matters is not the money. It's what this sale represents. A closing, an unspoken goodbye. Meanwhile, Sarah remains silent. She posts travel photos, cryptic phrases, and a message that caught attention. Where there is peace, there I will be. Some saw it as an elegant farewell, others as a plea disguised as poetry. The truth is that the end is no longer a rumor. It's a painful reality. Photos of them together have disappeared. No likes, no mentions, just emptiness. And the villa, which once witnessed intimate dinners and discreet parties, is now filled with boxes, wrapped paintings, and objects leaving through the back door. They say that a house with emotional history can attract very specific buyers. Perhaps someone dreams of living where two icons once loved each other. Or perhaps someone will be content with the view and the luxury. But the symbolism, that's no longer for sale. Khan has been seen walking alone through the city center, wearing headphones and looking down. He seems more hurt than free. According to someone close to him, he needs space. He's closing a chapter. Hopes of reconciliation are fading. Every box that leaves, every silence, every decision made without notice, are all signs that the ending has already been written. Fans, caught between sadness and nostalgia, say goodbye with edits, messages, and memories. Because even though the story is over, the emotional impact remains. The villa is no longer just a property. It is the reflection of a love that touched thousands and that now fades away in silence. Khan is drawing a line, and that line begins by closing the door. Literally. Lately, I can't stop thinking about how Demet Özdemir has managed to stay grounded while everything around her seemed to turn into a media circus. Amid rumors, scandals, and questionable decisions by Khan Yaman, she chose silence as her answer. And not just any silence, a dignified one that speaks louder than 1,000 interviews. Because while others get lost in hollow relationships, Demet rises. I'm not one to idealize celebrities, but there's something in her that resists, that endures, that inspires. While many expected her to fall, she has become a symbol of elegance, maturity, and even of quiet pain. Because yes, I'm convinced that all of this hurts her. Not out of jealousy, not out of pride, but because she knows Khan, she knows his essence, and seeing it distorted by influences that harm him must break her heart. As she herself said at a recent gala, no woman deserves that. And she said it with a sincerity that struck deep. She didn't need to name names. We all understood. The Spanish press has begun to truly value her. Articles have been written highlighting her talent, her presence, her consistent career. Some believe that's exactly what has most irritated certain new loves in Khan's life. Because when a woman stands strong on her own, when she doesn't need scandals or millionaire purchases to get attention, yes, it bothers people. Because she shines on her own. And Demet shines. But not everyone sees it. There are those who insist on reducing her to a closed chapter, just another X in Khan's life. What a huge mistake. The story between them was real, and you can still feel it. I'm not talking about romantic love. I mean a deep connection that, even broken, still carries truth. While some laugh and say, Khan buys and sells homes on a whim, as if his love life were a video game, Demet keeps building, quietly, without pretense. She keeps growing. I've read absurd, even offensive comments comparing her replacement to cartoon figures, mocking her looks, her past. And while those comments aren't directed at Demet, they actually elevate her image. Because she doesn't need anyone to bring other women down in order to stand out. Her light is independent. Her merit lies in her journey, in how she has earned international respect while others lose their way. It's also sad to see how some people trivialize her pain, as if she had no right to feel, as if she were cold, detached. But that's not coldness, it's strength, because sometimes staying silent doesn't mean ignoring. It means protecting what was once real. I truly believe Demet loved deeply, and that love left scars. She doesn't need to shout it from the rooftops. You can see it in her eyes, in the way she walks, in the way she pauses when she speaks. Today, more than ever, I see her as an admirable figure, not only for what she does on screen, but for what she represents beyond it. While Khan seems trapped in a whirlwind of impulsive choices, surrounded by shallow figures and questionable relationships, Demet continues on her path without looking back, without begging for attention. And that, to me, makes her a truly remarkable woman. If one day they cross paths again, and I'm not talking about love, but humanity, I hope it's from a place of mutual respect and growth. Because Khan too has been a victim of his environment. And perhaps there's still time to recover some part of who they once were. But if that doesn't happen, if life leads them down different paths, then so be it. As for me, from where I stand, I will continue to admire Demet Özdemir for her strength, her silence, and her truth.